trying to do something to help others. And I've never been around somebody like that where they're constantly was trying to find ways to help others. So great guy, unbelievable person, and more importantly, you know, you think about exhausting life, or you think about certain things that you do. You know, one of the great things is that we all are going to have our moments, but exhausting life, giving all you can for every play. That's why this morning you gave everything you could this morning. And that's what's so great about you, because you're playing hard, and that's what Dwight Clark did. Dwight Clark played hard every time he went on the football field, and that's what made him great. I mean, think about it. There were days that I used to crack up because when Jerry came, Jerry talked about the way that Dwight would run routes, and he had this way of being able to shake and go one way, go the other way. And really, one of the great things that I thought about Dwight was, to me, that was an incredible asset of being able to understand how to run different routes and how to get open, which is hard to do in the game of football. So there were so many other things that he brought to the game that made him special. And I think the other thing that I really enjoyed about all of it is that, man, you never met a guy who didn't like having a good time. You know,
that's why I say you should get a margarita today in honor of Dwight Clark, right?
And a great, you know, another thing that I can say is that, you know, I think of his kids, and I think of all you know, the relationships that he has with his family, with his brother, you know, just so there's more there. The relationship that he talked about with his dad and his family and his mom, and so all of that matters in life, and all of it means something to all of us, because we all have those type of components around us, and he was grateful for all of it.
Ronnie is spitting some serious truth here. Ronnie Lott, everybody. Ronnie Lott, Hall of Famer. We're going to keep you here for a few minutes, Ronnie. I know we're going to get a lot of people in and out. But just while we have you, just for fun, man, where were you when the catch was made? Like, were you next to Keena? Were you drawing up a play with Ray Rhodes? Were you on the phone? Were you in the bat? Where were you?
I was sitting on the bench, and as I was sitting on the bench, you know, one of the great things about being a defensive back, you know, you got to go back out there. And so you really are focused on the task at hand. You're not really concentrating on all of it. But what I can say is that when that moment happened, and the roar of the crowd and what went on at that moment, it was unbelievable. But then we got to go out there and we got to figure out, and what Eric was able to do and the play that he made, and really just the whole defense. When you think about that whole series of how guys stepped up and got certain things done. I mean, you think about Lawrence Pillars, and you think about, you know, Jim Stuckey followed on the ball, and so it all matters, and the reason it all matters is because you got to have somebody trying to not only make the play or cause the play, but then you have to have somebody that finished it off, and both guys were, you know, phenomenal in making the plays right there at the end. So a lot of great moments that was solidified by a lot of great people.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna have Eric Wright in here a little bit later too, telling his version of making those stops. On the front of that book, everybody look at your front of your book, and I believe it says right there, 100% of the royalties are going to the Golden Heart Fund. Not everybody knows what the Golden Heart Fund is. Ronnie Lott is on the board of the Golden Heart Fund. So when you guys, yeah, that's right, he does deserve applause for that. So when you guys are giving your money for the book, you're helping out Ronnie's people. You want to tell people about it?
Yeah, it's really simple. I think one of the great things that we all have is we all have a responsibility to try to find ways when people are down. And I don't care who it is, but you got to be able to find ways to lift them up. And one of the great things that I've always said about life is that a lot of times there are so many moments when you want to just make sure that somebody can stand on your shoulders. In this case, the Golden Heart Fund is allowing guys that have some challenges to be able to stand and to be able to realize that somebody's going to be there to help them. And so we've had a number of guys that have had moments where we've said to ourselves, you know what? It's our responsibility. It's the community's responsibility. And when you think about some of the athletes that have played and all of what they gave you, and now all of a sudden here they are because of certain circumstances that they just need a little, pick me up. And what I've loved about it is that we've had guys that not only have been picked up, but they've paid the monies back. And so when you think of a loan or you think it gives somebody an opportunity to kind of have a chance to have hope again, that's all Dwight was trying to get us to understand. When he played, it was all about, hey, look, I just got to find a way to make this team first. And he had hope just trying to figure it out. And then the other thing is that he also had hope every time he went out there to make a great play. And so that's what we're trying. We're trying to make great plays for some of our guys who have had challenges. So thank all of you guys for coming, because I really appreciate your help. And more importantly, what you guys are doing is you're paying it forward. And you're paying it forward to a lot of people who have moments in their lives where it can be just a little challenging. So thank you very much. I know all of you work really hard to help not just yourselves, but others. So thank you again. I really appreciate it.
That's perfectly said, Ronnie. We'll let you go. We know you're busy.
Oh, I'm not. Well, the reason I'm busy is because I got 2 daughters that live in the city, and they're like, "Hey, Dad, you coming to dinner with us?"
Well, I know you're going to raise a glass in honor of Dwight. He'd do that, right?
Exactly.
He would. He'd say, "Ronnie, please get a margarita for me," and he would. He would. And by the way, everybody want to look up here. There are some incredible pictures going on right now. A slideshow put together by the great Brad Mansion of some of these photos that are in that. And just look at that last picture. Like, last thought, man. That guy was in your locker room, Ronnie.
Oh yeah, no, that picture right there. I mean, think about the silence of each of those pictures, and what you realize that there's some incredible concentration, incredible focus. And you think about that moment right there of just sitting there preparing before the game. All of us, we wake up every day playing the same way that these guys play. You're making your commitments to try to do something great. One of the great things that I love about people is that that's all we try to do every day. And so, man, I'm always blessed by the fact that you have guys like this in your life that show you incredible character. I mean, the sweet rice right there. I mean, what I love about that man is he's still just having a great time and loving life and making a difference for a lot of people, Jerry Rice. So great athletes, great human beings, and the Golden Heart Fund, having this be a part of this is tremendous. And so again, thank all of you guys for being here and being a part of it.
I gotta say, lucky enough to be up in Whitefish when Ronnie was there. You guys need to know the definition of a friend is Ronnie Lott right here. So thank you, Ronnie Lott, for coming by.
Thank you.